Hi guys, here to do a review today. This time it's, as it says above, on Beast Wars Tarantulus. One of my favourite Beast Wars figures, I have to say. I do like this Transformer a lot. Although I'll talk about the problems of his Beast Mode first, because there are a couple of things that really kind of irritate me, I suppose I could say, about this figure. The main thing is, for this one anyway, that the way these arms clip in, it uses two pegs. If you've got this figure, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's got these two pegs at the bottom here, and they peg into these holes on his legs. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they peg in and you're supposed to just push them in. And whenever I lie him flat on a surface, because the pressure's being pushed against both of his legs, they always seem to pop out, which isn't great, and it's not the best way to connect things together just in pegs that don't click. They're just slidey pegs. It pops in and out. I suppose it makes it nice and easy for you just to pull it out and stuff, but that's one of the things I dislike about Tarantulus. Another thing is, although he's got movement in his front two legs, it's not a great deal of movement, because it is on a ball joint, but because of the way these legs are, it should, preferably it would be better if each leg had a ball joint here and then the ball joint here, but it doesn't. And these two back legs don't have any joints at all, they're always static, which again is a bit of a problem. And because these legs are supposed to be missiles, they're all the same length, so you can't have him essentially like that, really. There is some problems having him like that, because his legs around the back are small compared to the ones at the front. Finally, I know this sounds negative, but I want to get these negative points out of the way with first. Although this is a cool feature, I would have preferred the option of having it so I could take it off, or at least being able to store the strings somewhere. The only option you've got is to wrap it around the this part here and hope that it still pegs into the right port, which I don't like desperately. I mean, it's a nice little feature, but I think it could have been left out, and you know, it wouldn't have been too much of a bother. This is the original version of the toy, so I'm not sure how much extra is different. I know the head is different from the 10th anniversary one, but I don't know if there's anything else about that. But this is, of course, the same mold, the exact same mold they use for Black Arachnia as well, and Black Arachnia toy doesn't really pull off a feminine look, unfortunately. It's quite masculine and manly. Anyway, on to the good points on this toy. It does look like a very poisonous and ferocious spider with all of this lovely detail on the back, which is good. Unfortunately, it is static, but it does hold up as a very nice looking spider, even if not all the pieces work and look great. It's still a very nice beast mode all in all. So we'll move on to the detail part after there's much to go over, really, and then on to robot as usual, so I'll see you for that in a bit. Okay, so here is Tarantulus in his spider mode, and we're going to quickly go through the detail, because there's a little bit. I think there's enough to make a couple minute video anyway. Nice points again are that these mandibles, I'm going to say mandibles, are not just blank, they are coloured, which gives it, again, a nice little feel to it. And they've got some nice little serrated edges, a serrated edge, sort of. Not enough so it breaks any safety things, but you know, it makes it look a bit more fierce and vicious. And the legs are not just straight lines, they do have these curves on them to give it more of a spider leg-esque feel. I'll just zoom in actually, or refocus, sorry. The very nice spider face here with all of the eyes, which is always good. It's nice how they're not just flat as well, they've actually been molded so they kind of come up a little bit, which is good. It's not just stickers or paint, they come up, is what I'm trying to get at. Of course, all the legs are the same. This chesty bit you know, it's alright, I suppose. It's nothing too impressive, but it's nice how they've got detail on that as well. Then round the back we have this really cool little poisonous pattern, I'd say, on the back there, and the missile thing has some little detail on as well. Again, I assume because of safety they couldn't have had the blade shaped like this, which is a bit of a shame. All in, well, you know, it's nothing much else to say. This is the spider, but we'll have a quick comparison to a modern day spider. Well, modern day, well, this is of course animated black arachnia, looking a lot more impressive than poor Tarantulus here. I'll just pull them out. And you can kind of see how far Transformers have come since the time of the Beast Wars. Obviously, it's a different. Yeah, I know this is like completely different style. It's supposed to be more animated, but it is interesting just to put these two together because they are both spiders, and it is quite interesting just to see the differences. I'm going to be showing you again the the robot versions of both of these figures, just as a comparison. So I'll see you for the robot part in a couple of seconds.